Compton, I'm talking that King Richard. This like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas, I'm crushing them glass slippers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The slot man in motion right. First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Slayton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Tyler going to give this to Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now the first carry here for the running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Throwing now is Murray. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right?
No.
You can keep that one. The key for him what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Cards take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of them.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On play action, it's Murray. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Here's Murray. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darius Slayton, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Down the sideline he goes. Hollywood Brown, touchdown! touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 73 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Murray going to throw. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
On first down, it's Benson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Second and 9.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Let's put that team on the bus. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. Here's Murray from midfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it to Barkley on the check down. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the handoff, Benson running right. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Murray now on 1st down. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now for Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Murray off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They run over center with Benson.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Murray now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week one. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Baron Browning coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Now 2nd and 9.
A give left side for Benson. There he goes, left side. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 33. That one good for 37 yards. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
A give up the middle with Benson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd and 7.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Dotson in motion right.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jordan Davis
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Barkley.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got him in. It's Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
So a nice throw there, and CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
What a start to the season. This has been back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
89 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another carry for their lead. And a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
From the gun, Murray. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Here's 1st down.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
A big play looming on third down.
To throw is Murray.
Pass complete to Higgins.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Well, what can Murray do now with his drive? Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT. And now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by that.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
Powers through, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.